What up? So this is one thing that the fitness industry is missing out on, and I'm here to add a certain element to it that not too many people are really touching on. This may be stopping you from your gains. This may be stopping you from leveling up in life. This may be stopping you from having the fulfillment. See, the fitness industry focuses fitness culture in general, social media, people, all that. They focus a lot on the vanity. How do you look? How do you burn fat? How do you put on muscle? How do you look aesthetic? You know what I'm saying? How much can you bench, bro? What's your PR? Blah, blah, blah. Yada, la, la, la. Anyway, but the thing that they're missing out on, spirituality, which has become a trending topic. Everything in reality is spiritual. It doesn't matter what, taking a walk, you're defecating, eating bacon. Everything is spiritual because we are spiritual beings. It doesn't matter what it is. So when you're talking about mind and body connection, of course that's as spiritual as it gets because we are put into these human avatars. We have this avatar for a lifetime. So you might as well connect with it while you're here. So mental health has been a trending topic as well. And mental health and spirituality go hand in hand because if you look at the first universal law is everything is mental. So our mentality, the way we think, the way we feel, our emotions, our brain and our heart. The brain is the masculine dynamic. The heart, your emotions, is the feminine dynamic. That's the law of gender. That's the law of polarity. That's the universal law. Study universal law. But anyway, the key to excelling in your fitness journey is to build this up first, your internal reality, because that's how you're going to get to where you need to. That's how you're going to push through those exercises. That's how you're going to have the gratitude to see your progress. That's how you're going to have that consistency and that discipline in order to move forward. A lot of people go for the vanity thinking, once I get a six pack, you know what I'm saying? Once I get my chest going, and once I get my aesthetic on point, then I'm going to be the man. Then I'm going to feel great. Nah, we don't want to chase anything. We don't want the external to dictate what we got going on internally. It's going to be a lot better to master the internal before you go and try to get your shit together externally, because that's the foundation. And you always want to build on top and grow from the foundation. You don't want to just build a house up on thin air with no ground level, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have a great foundation. So the foundation is going to be your internal reality. The more you can master that, the more you can dive into whatever it is, your way of decompressing, relaxing, doing what you got to do, meditation, breath work, going on walks. When you are and meditation isn't just about sitting down in lotus position going, that's mainstream. You can meditate doing whatever the hell you want because this is your reality and you create it. So going for a walk walking meditation is a thing. Hitting the gym, depending on how you dictate your mindset, depending on your perspective, depending on how you go about things, you can make anything a meditation. So that's why when you are in the gym, you want to utilize spiritual concepts like the mind and body, or the mind muscle connection. Because whenever you're magic, essentially, when we're talking about spirituality and magic and things of that nature, it comes based off of your intention. The intention is filled with the energy that you give it. The energy is the emotion. Energy in motion. So when you direct your intention, your thoughts, and then you add that flair to it, and you combine it, that's how you create your reality. That's how magic occurs. And that's one aspect you can do to put on muscle. The one thing, I've explained this in a previous video, but one thing that you can do to build more muscle, or to be more in tune with your body in general, is to really, when you're in the gym, take your time, especially if you're trying to put on muscle. Now, If you're trying to do cardio or whatever, that's, that could vary. But specifically, if we're trying to build muscle in a certain area, or squats, or bench press, or pull ups, whatever it is, lunges, quality reps over quantity. Unless you're trying to be an endurance athlete, you do not need to rush through the process at all. Take your time. You don't even really have to do that many reps. People focus on, getting 10 to 15 reps, but if you have quality repetitions, and depending on how heavy the weight is, you'll be fine with 5 to 10, depending on how you go about it. Take the time to really engage and feel the muscles being utilized. Have that mind and muscle relationship with your lift, with your muscle, with your body, and then you'll be able to build a better connection. You'll be able to focus on the technique. And the best way to build and to get more adequate in a lift is to focus on the technique. If you prioritize the technique over everything else will be taken care of, because you'll be able to, when you're mindful about your movements, you'll be able to engage and feel those certain muscles that you want to build upon, that you want to activate. It shit takes time. It's not about just going through the repetitions, just doing it just to do it, just to speed through. That's what fitness culture kind of, we're getting past that. We're evolving. This is 2024 going on 2025. We are elevating. This is why I'm adding spirituality to fitness. So quality over quantity when it comes to the movements. And then when you are done with your workout, with engaging, you can go into a meditation. Let me break this down first. So essentially, when you are activating certain muscles, when you're doing heavy lifts with whatever body part you're working out, you're sending a signal to your body to build more muscle wherever it's at. You're sending a signal, like you're doing an overhead press, you're sending a signal to build the muscles that are being utilized. Your body's like, hey, we might need some assistance here. I feel like this person has been doing this consistently. This is something we may want to adapt and work on, get some assistance with. So a meditation that you can utilize post-workout is going into, they don't got to be lotus position, but however you want to meditate. It can be laying down or whatever. You want to imagine a light going into those muscles and activating it and building it stronger. Basically, assisting in your body's already automatic signal to that muscle by adding your own intention. Add some emotion to there. Be grateful that your muscles building, things of that nature, but turn that into a spiritual practice, and you'll be surprised how much it'll benefit you. So stuff like that. I know it sounds woo-woo because it's not something we've been taught. We've been taught based off of logical, scientific fact. Blah, blah, the studies, the study said this, and that. But we are creators. We are creators of our own reality, and our minds and our hearts are a lot more powerful than we give it credit for. So it's time for us to go back into our childlike state, add some finesse to this situation, and just try it out for yourself. Try it out for yourself. Hey, I'm just a guy on YouTube, huh? I'm just some dude. Try it out. Next time you work out, take some time to meditate and imagine a light, or however you want to go about it, but imagine you assisting and sending that signal to the muscles. Like if it's leg day, when you did squats and your legs are killing you, add that intention, add that light to your legs to help build more muscle. That's one exercise, mental exercise, that I recommend. And then, adding spirituality and the breath work, that's just one of the missing links. And I'm going to add, on my journey on this planet, in the combine the two, because they correspond. We talk about yoga and other dynamics being spiritual, but now let's talk about resistance training. Let's talk about calisthenics. Let's talk about weightlifting. There's a spiritual element to everything. And then, in other videos, I'll go into more meditations. I'll go into breath work. Breath work is a great way to utilize, and pre-workout and post-workout breath work is one of the best things you can do for yourself, just for your stress levels, your mental health, your breath, your cardio system, which is a thing in exercise, apparently, and things of that nature. So Yeah, I'm here to, you know what I'm saying, add some style, add some flavor to the fitness culture. You feel me? Let's combine spirituality and fitness. Let's combine mysticism and fitness. Let's combine, you know what I'm saying, the occult and fitness. You know what I'm saying, let's just make it more. It's time to evolve. It's time to elevate. So I appreciate y'all. Peace.